Hey, good Monday morning, everybody. It's Bill at Competition Cars. And now I've got another 75 Cadillac Coupe DeVille. This also just turned 9,000 miles. I bought this from the original owner, original family. It's granddad's car. Obviously, you get the same old basic story. Granddad passed away, stayed in the family, and I bought it from the grandson. This is the real deal. This car is sitting on the original tires it was delivered with in 1975. You can see it was stored fairly properly because there's no dry rot. Stayed in a barn. So let's look at the engine bay. The big 500 cubic inch engine. Not a lot of horsepower back then, but quite a bit of torque. So the car does get the job done. This is a cruiser. You're not going to win any races. It's not a fast car, but has sufficient power based on the torque numbers. We just cleaned and detailed, refinished a few things here and there just to bring them back to their original luster. You know, we're not restoring cars, but we do try to bring things back to as new looking as possible. Original hood mat. I like keeping them the original ones if they're not completely falling apart, because the aftermarket ones just look wrong, completely wrong. So everything looks good there. Let's come around to the interior. Love this interior. Very rare interior. I think it's gorgeous. It's literally as new. You can see that the steering wheel is perfect. I'll get around closer on the other side. There's no cracks in the dash. We got the Boomer, what do you call this thing? Mothballs. So you got that classic grandma mothball smell, which is not a bad thing. Kind of reminds me of my grandma's closet when I used to stay with her when I was a kid. She always had mothballs in the closet. I guess that's for, I don't know, keeping rats away, keeping the smell fresh or whatever, who knows. So there's that. Look at that. Everything looks really close to new on the inside of this interior. All the faux wood looks good. All the rubber is all original and soft, clean, and supple. Let's go back to the trunk area. So that tire was the spare. They had one tire replaced because it went bad. And so the new tire is now the spare, so all four tires match. Again, those were the original tires that came on the car from 1975. This car has no bug chips on the front because it had this quite ugly but pretty original or interesting looking Cadillac bug shield on it. Deflect the shield. Cadillac. I'm assuming that was a dealer option. Got the warranty booklet, owner's manuals. There's the spare. Some more of the, I call them the Boomer mothballs. Again, I think that I enjoy the smell. My son thinks I'm crazy. He's like, I hate that smell. I was like, well, it is what it is. There's some deterioration of the carpet on the back side here. Something was sitting there that caused it to kind of deteriorate there as well. Overall, pretty nice though. I mean, you can tell it's a legit 9,000 mile car. I had the bumper fillers redone in the rear only. Coming around to the driver's side, again, another pristine door panel with great looking faux wood. Little bit of pitting on, just a little bit of pitting on these trim pieces around the door locks and window locks. Nothing crazy. Look how nice the wood looks. Look how nice the door jambs look. Again, up under the jambs, no rust. We don't do rusty cars here. No wear and tear whatsoever on that seat. Carpets are amazing. Look at the steering wheel. All the faux wood looks perfect. No cracks in the dash. No discoloration anywhere. The clock. I set the clock at 4:20 earlier, and it stopped at 4:32, so it worked for about 12 minutes. So we'll call the clock not working. And I don't believe the power antenna works, but the A-track works, the air condition works, the AM/FM radio works, all the power windows and seats and locks, everything's working like it should. 9,042 miles on it. I put a few miles on it. I drove it home this weekend. And actually, believe it or not, drives pretty good for the original tires. You know, there's not a whole lot of bouncing around, believe it or not. Little bit, but nothing crazy. So there it is, guys, a 9,000 mile Coupe DeVille in a very unusual color with an amazing interior. It is a one owner. on the original tires. Mostly original paint. I had the top of this fender painted. Somebody had been on the edge working on it. It was just kind of all chipped up and it didn't look good. And I wasn't able to touch it up to my standards. So I said, let me just refinish the top of that fender. That's what we did. But my guy did an amazing job. And there it is, guys. 9,000 miles. Just the kind of car you'd want to collect. Check it out. Any questions, put them in the comment section. You'll see this live on Bring a Trailer soon. Have a great day. Thanks for watching.